Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I want to share with you a project I had created. Now this is a journal type notebook, I'd say. I did use Prima Santa Baby and I have filmed this numerous times, and of course it never goes the way you want it to. So I did use the 12x12, the 8x8 and a few bits and pieces of the 6x6. I did use the sticker collection out of this, and I also used the Misty Rose butterflies and another Prima collection as well. And I cannot wait for the frosted lace to come out because I'm so excited to be able to get that and use it. So when it's finally released, I'll tell you what, I'll be buying it. Okay, here we go. So I'll just pop this to one side. So the front cover, the pink fabric, I did use, and I can't remember the name of this. This is the last of it that I have, but I will find the name and link. I'll put a link in the description down below. This is actually just in Australia. I don't know whether you can get it overseas, to be quite honest. It's fabric and it's sticky back. So I absolutely love this. So I did use that on the covers, and I used my chipboard as well. On the front, I use the Prima Misty Rose butterflies, which I think I did show you. I did use the Flourish die by Fancy That. Hopefully you guys can see that. I used an unbranded doily die. Pow Glitter from American Crafts. I love that glitter cardstock. It doesn't come off on your fingers. There is another one, I think, a thicker one, and that does come off, but this one's kind of integrated into the actual paper itself. I don't know how they do it, but it's absolutely stunning. I did use stickles on this as well, and that was by Ranger Stardust. Let me see, the foil behind is actually from Basil. It's foil cardstock, and this little you know what, isn't it funny, you just can't remember the names of everything. This little what do you call it, tag cut out here at the top, the circle one, is from the Memory Keepers. Absolutely love that, but you will need another punch to punch out the hole in the center, but you know, it's all good. I just used my crocodile, but I just left it because I backed it on top of the foil and I left it as is. Okay, so that's the front. You guys have seen the spine and the back. I did put elastics in this one, and I used seam binding, and it was the Hug Snug, and it is actually, what is it called? Rose Petal is the one that I used. Okay, I'll just open that up and I'll move that over to one side. I did use acetate and vellum in my album here. I love working with acetate and vellum in my albums. I also used photo sleeves in here, as you know, I love doing with those as well in my journals or my mini albums. Now this was the die cut. It had the die cut and then the acetate part to it as well. So I just glued them down together. And then this, the edge of these, I'm not sure if you guys can see, just the edge of it. Here I did use these scissors here, and they're called Imperial. I love these scissors because you can get all different shapes of cutting things out. Really, really nice. So I love that, especially when I tea stain my pages and then I use this to cut it out with, or you can use a border punch, but you know. All right, so I left that page blank. You open it up here. I did use unbranded dies in this journal as well. This was another unbranded one. This is like a twine spool or a ribbon spool, and I did cut out 2 pieces of acetate, and then I did do the designer paper, and all I done was acetate on one side and acetate on the other side, just so that I can hold some of my samplers of my washi from the collection, which I did use in this album. So I'm really excited about that, and it comes off easy enough anyway. It peels nicely off the acetate as opposed to cardstock or anything. So okay, once again, I did use a bow die here, and I used a flower frame there, which is really cute, and that'll fit a little what do you call it, Insta frame underneath it, or I'll use my HP Sprocket to print out my smaller photos that go on here. For my bigger photos, my 6x4s, I use my Canon Selfie, which I absolutely love. But if I'm doing multiples, then I'll go and get them printed out. This pocket here, well, this slide out here, which I love using as well. These are Avery Elle dies. Avery Elle pockets, and this is the large, I think the extra large pocket. What I did do was fold it in half. I did take off the top here, so I can slide this out and put a photo in on this side and journal on the back, and this side, you could do the same thing, or it can be for, holding receipts. And I did use that part of border strip at Merry and Bright from the 12x12 collection as well, and that'll just slide back in there underneath the elastic. So I really like using my Avery Elle stamp pockets or die pockets, whatever you want to call them, in my mini albums as well. So, and that's the acetate at the back of it. Made this pocket, and of course I stuck it on back to front, nothing new. All good. I'm the one using it, so it doesn't really matter. I did use Heartfelt Creations, the sparkling poinsettia. Now, I did get this after, well, way after, I think it was, I got it earlier, or sometime this year, I think it was. I got these only because Jacqueline, my dear friend, had actually used the sparkling poinsettia in not only my mini album, but also for the packaging for the Christmas Secret Santa swap, and I absolutely loved the way that she'd done it. So I was so happy that she was able to give me the name of it, and I was able to obtain them. As you guys know, when, dies and stamps come out, they're very hard to find, or they get more expensive the harder they are to find. But I think for the 2 of them, with shipping, it was probably about $80. So, you can't complain. And it was within Australia too. So I was really happy about that. And I'm glad I got these because I love Heartfelt Creations. Absolutely love them. And so I did use my, for the edges, I did use the Stampin' Up ink pad, and it is a Sweet Sugar Plum. Absolutely love this colour. I'm so in love with it. And through the pages, I did distress with my Gathered Twigs, and that was from my very good friend Steph, my bestie from the US, as well as Jacqueline and Kendra and Mags and Maddie. Yeah, quite a few. But this is Gathered Twigs, and that was, I've never had the Distress Oxides. I always kept putting it off, getting some for myself. I didn't mind gifting them and what have you, but Steph always uses, Ranger products. She's an absolute fan of Tim Holtz. So she told me that these worked really well, and I trust the judgment and everything, and I tried them and I absolutely love them. So I'm really happy that I finally got some now, and I'll be adding to my collection. So I did use Basic Grey magnets. They're the only magnets that we kind of get here. There are other magnets that I've seen. I haven't tried them out, but I do stick to what I know and what I love, and they're Basic Grey. I did put a little gem inside, rhinestone, I should say. So that's what that is. I've had this for ever. Decided to finally use them, and that slid out there. I did use acetate polka dot here, which is really cute, and there's a smaller size of the spool. I used the die cut here and used the glitter, what do you call it? The glitter tape. Now, one thing I did find with this, and I'm really disappointed in it, the glitter actually comes off, and like, I'm not sure if you guys can see it there, like that's all raised up and that's rubbed off. So if you're going to have it against something, like, it's going to rub off, you know, really disappointing in that way. But, you know, what do you do? I'll just take that strip off and add another one, and hopefully it won't do the same, but, you know, who knows. Okay, I did use the 4x6, excuse me, journaling cards as well, and that's really pretty. You can put a photo on the back of it and journal down the bottom, and that's just the plain one there. And I love the polka dot behind it. That's really cute. So once again, the pocket. And for the acetate pockets, I actually used my 450 glue by Helma. 450 glue to layer it down, because I found that the 450, and I've been using that for so many years now, I find that it holds my acetate really well. So I'm really happy about that. Once again, another die, unbranded die here. I've backed it with vellum. I wanted to keep this pretty plain because I was going to use this. I'm going to use this for journaling and put a photo up the top there just for something different. I used the scissors again on the sides there, the photo frame, butterfly, and just matted that. And I did do like an accordion fold pocket just so that I can get a few more cards in there. And I do like to sometimes, you know, have a straight pocket and then angle on top as well, just to give it a bit of a different, you know, character bit. I did use the scissors on the sides of these pages as well. There's the pocket using my Power Glitter, the Basil foil cardstock, and the sticker from the collection as well. Another one of these journaling cards, and I use my white cardstock. I think these are from Poppy Crafts cardstock, and I absolutely love it. It's the most gorgeous cardstock, white cardstock, and it's nice and smooth as well. Okay, and throughout here, I think I've only used one paper clip in here where I've put like a little bow die on it, but everything else I just wanted to keep plain. And I've just added another sticker there. I just wanted to put it down so that it kind of faded in with the background. Really love this, so excited about that one. Here I used the die cuts, left the page blank, and I layered my washi across there just so that it didn't look like the numbers were floating, but that kind of would look cool as well if I didn't have the washi there as well. But I kind of wanted to incorporate the washi in there somewhere, and I'll use it throughout as I add photos and journal as well. So this will be mostly my December. Not so much a December daily, but maybe an organizer, put a little photos in there and what have you. This is from the 12x12 sheets, just cut out the 3x4s. This one I left blank. I just wanted to keep something that's just nice there without having to put anything over the top of it and cover it, because this paper is so gorgeous. I wanted to leave some spaces there where I knew I wasn't going to put anything on there. These two are my favourite, and plus the other two behind it as well. So all I did do on this part here, I just folded it over about at 2 inches, cut out, and I used my, and you can use a corner rounder to do this as well, but I used my envelope scoreboard for this one, the We Are Memory Keepers. And I used the We Are Memory Keepers little punch here again, and I just use my crocodile to do the centre hole. I used the same seam binding as I did for the side here, the Power Glitter, and then journaling cards. And this one I put a bow on, but I did layer different cards on top and cut out the die cut and what have you from there. So it's really, really cute. Love that. Over here, I did use the Sparkling Poinsettia die again, one of the rhinestones, and I did cover it, or colour it in with my dauber, the Stampin' Up the Sweet Sugar Plum, and I put a belly band in there. I use the 3x4 journaling cards in this, and I put vellum underneath it as well, which is really cute. Now, I could have left that plain and had it like that, but I wanted to add, you know, smaller journaling cards. And all I done when I, before I laid my belly band down, I just figured out the centre of it and put glue down the centre part of it. And then that created two little pockets here for me to be able to put these 3x4 journaling cards in. And then we've got a bigger size photo mat here at the back. Lots of room for journaling. And once again, you could do a smaller 3x4 photo in there as well, which is really cute. Okay, so that goes in there. All right, another die here, and it's a Sizzix die. Okay, and you've got the bow, and that part of it, that part of the pocket, it's a separate bit, and you can cut it out all the way and have all separate pockets. And I created the back of the card into one big pocket as well. And that's from Santa. And then I stuck it down on top of a belly band as well. Okay, and that's it there. And once again, that's so pretty. So what I might actually do is just put a photo at the back and then journal from there. And then here we've got the acetate again, and this is the polka dot one. Same concept with this one, you know, sparkling poinsettia. With the back one here, I did use the Paperlicious frosting powder. Absolutely love this. This is really gorgeous stuff. I can open it up. You guys should be able to see the glitter. Really, really pretty. Okay. Close it up now. And then use the doily die again, and then obviously layered here. And I did use my scissors around the edges here just to cut around it. This vellum bag I created using my Sizzix die. It's by Jilly Bean Soup, and this is a 2013 die, so I don't know if you can still find it anywhere. I got it when it first came out. The number is 659768. So if you guys really want it, I don't know, like I said, it's a Sizzix one. I don't know whether you can still get it. Little photo mat there as well. Or you could just do it for journaling. One of the stickers from the collection. Now, on the inside here, I love using, what do you call it, photo plastic sleeves in my albums and in my journals. I did, however, use it from this. These are from this, and these probably came out in, oh geez, even further along. I think maybe 2007. So I've had these for quite a while, and I've got packets of these, and I love them. So what they are these plastic sleeves. They're photo sleeves as well, and they've got tape across the side of them. And I'm telling you now, the tape on this is so strong. It's great. And they measure, so I did cut them down to, what's that one? That's 5 by 8. 5 by 8. And I cut one of them down, layered it underneath, and then another one here. But when I'd done this, I didn't realise I was so eager to put it on that I forgot to leave the paper off first and then put this on and then layer the paper on top. But hey, you know what? I'll just stick a strip down here or put a pocket underneath. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's only for me, so... Okay, and I've done the same on this side as well and used those ones. But I do know that Simple Stories makes pockets as well with the tape on it that you can flip over. Or you can make your own if you use the... Oh, We Are Memory Keepers what is it? You know, the tool thing. The heat tool. No, is it the heat? Oh, what's it called? Oh, Lord. You would think that I would know it. This thing here. You know what I mean. And it seals your plastic pieces together. Makes your pockets. Oh, my gosh. I can't even think of the name of it. Oh, Lord. I will leave. You guys will probably know. Okay, so I've left that blank as well. And that's just the back of it and the back of the polka dot one there. Okay, guys, that was fun. That was something new. Not really. But that is my journal. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to view my videos and what have you. Thank you for sticking by all the craziness in my videos. Like I said, I don't like to edit my videos. Simple fact, I haven't got the time, and you guys see, you know, this is real. It's a real person. I make mistakes in my crafting. I, you know, cut pockets out the wrong way and what have you. But it's all fun, and I can have a laugh at myself, and I think that's the main thing too. If you can laugh at yourself while you're doing it, then, you know, that's great, rather than, yeah. Anyway, so enough of the rambling. See what I mean? See what I mean? I think the next one, I was actually thinking of doing a video and doing a mini album flying by the seat of my pants, because, yeah, doing a mini album on the fly. Usually when I create a mini album or a journal or what have you, I have a clear picture of what I want to create before I create it. Then, you know, I'll cut everything out, no measurements, no nothing, layer it and show you guys. And then I'll go back and do measurements for the tutorial. And I think this time we might work something out so that I can, might have to do it in parts though, obviously, to get, so we can decorate along the way. All right, enough rambling. Have a happy scrappy week or weekend coming up, and take care of one another. Bye.